Brava. Mahalo and welcome all blessed Brava babies to this perfectly attuned transmutation entitled Follow the Juice. So my darlings, why is she dressed like a fucking Oscar at 5 a.m. in a tiny house in the middle of a fucking farm in Waimanalo, Hawaii? Today we're speaking about a concept entitled Follow the Juice. My darlings, this is from Build Your World Virtual Retreat, which is coming up. So there's an exercise called an energy inventory where we look at where our energy depletes and where our energy raises throughout the day. So in the last year, my dars, when we took away all the external validation, people had great discoveries about what they actually enjoyed doing and what they actually did not enjoy doing. And as we know, and we pull the ripcord, when we shotgun the proverbial beer and slide down the emergency exit, please get out the JetBlue story from about 2008. It's an incredible story of a man who liberated himself from his horrible flight attendant job, which others loved, he didn't love. Point being, he shotgunned a beer, he went down the slide, which I've always wanted to do. When we enter that cold Atlantic Ocean and we feel the frostbite kicking in, we have a question. So there is, as we speak about in the Brava Baby Club community, on the other side of existential crisis is essential remembering of what is who we are. What is that core? The essential remembering comes only after the existential crisis, where we can let it all go. We must let go to remember, right, cuties? So we all have this opportunity, right, to go to our room and figure out what to do with ourselves. And a lot of us discovered we didn't like what we were doing externally in the world, okay, cuties? And others remembered how much we fucking loved things when external validation was taken away. How much we fucking loved them when we were brought back to the purity of being a child playing. So when you do this energy inventory, you might notice, wow, I really love dancing in the mirror. Please start your day that way. We are going to start our day with the thing that gets us out of bed. Yes, from right there. It's a tiny house. The bed's right there. Gets us out of bed. Gets us dressed. Gets us ready. Gets us amped as fuck for no one. For not a soul. Okay, darlings? For no one cares. That is your art. Your work is the thing you do to service. Okay, cuties? And you get paid for it. Okay? Can I be more obvious? Your work, you get paid for because it's a service to others, and others are like, I would like to give you the thing I hold most dear, dearer than my children, most of these folks. My fucking cash, okay, cuties? But your art, that is irrevs as a mother, okay, cuties? How many artists, didn't get fame until they died, okay, cuties? Because they were doing it, they loved it. And I'm not here to glamorize it. No, it's just you can't live without it. Okay, that's what it is. So, for those who wake up and don't give a fuck, but you must do it. That's the thing. Okay, so that's you dancing in the mirror. That's you drawing. That's you whatever the fuck. So when you do your energy inventory, you're going to notice what things in my day bring me energy and what depletes. And I'm going to have a little T right here on introvert. Okay, calling herself out. You might think, oh, she's an extrovert because she's a performer. No, I just love being able to express, okay, cuties, and be at my full potential. All right, darlings? But I don't, absolutely get energy from humans. Here's the thing, my darlings. She's going to find, a cute way to sit in this tube dress. Don't you worry. So we'll discover it, and we'll write about it on the blogs. Cute ways to sit in tube dresses so you don't look massively uncomfortable when you go out on your first post-court hot Tinder. So Dars, here's the tea on introverts. We don't really like people. We get energy from things we like, right, cuties? And what we don't really like depletes our energy. So let's just be real about this shit, okay, cuties? It depletes our energy because it's hard to be around people. And social anxiety is basically anxiety, but hiding the fact that you don't really like these bitches. Okay, cuties? I like everybody. I love everybody. But I like them for about 10 to 15. Okay, cuties? Whilst doing some personal development work. I love people and I like them when I'm interacting with them in a way that I'm doing my work also. Back squats and chats. I love a back squat and chat sesh. Okay, cuties? I could talk to you all fucking day if we're back squatting at the same time. So where do you get your juice? Do you get your juice from a heavy back squat? Yes. Do you get your juice from a starfish pose on a beach? Do you get your juice from your baby? Okay, cuties. Speaking of, where is Nicole Kidman getting her baby juice? Because that face is perfect. I know I'm the last of the party, okay? I know. And here's the tea, my darlings. I know that I've had, I use myself not just because I'm a narcissist, I love talking about myself on the internet. No, darlings, I use myself as a sample study of one. I only get like the greatest intel on one human being's life, right, cuties? So I use her as an exemplar number one. So sample study of one on this experience of following the juice. I had a very challenged relationship with my art because as a little girl, you know, you shouldn't tell kids they're good at anything because they get ideas. And I was really good at acting. Okay, cuties, shut up. Yes, I was. I can own that. I was a natural. That's what I'm good at. I'm not good at statistics. How do you pronounce it? Statistics? I'm not good at statistics or scholastics. And I failed the geography quiz ad nauseam until my teacher was finally like, whatever, you don't have to know the states. Okay, cuties, I'm not good at a fuckload. I'm very good at fucking acting from birth. From birth! She was like making faces and everyone was like, huzzah. Pre-verbs. Okay, cuties, so she was just born that way. And then, so I got this expectation, if you're good at acting, what's the best at acting? Anne Hathaway, Oscar party. Okay, cuties? I was like, I'm gonna win an Oscar. And I was like a child. But I was like, if I don't win an Oscar, my teacher's gonna be very disappointed in me. And that's what I got in my brain as a fucking baby. What the fuck? Don't raise a child in Montclair, New Jersey. A land of accelerator advancement. Performance arts magnet schools. Fuck off. Okay, cuties, let children run in the grass and follow their own experience. So I had all this idea about what success was. Okay, cuties, and I felt, to be completely fucking honest, this is a truth that is humiliating. I thought if I wasn't like an Oscar winning, like famous actor, like pre-2020, I thought that was embarrassing. I was like, how dare I be an actor and like not be famous for it? Like, I'm a fucking failure. That's where my mind was. Okay, cutie, so clearly she had a bad relationship with this industry because every audition that she went on, every room that she went on, she was like, I'm a failure. I'm a failure and I'm publicly being a failure and all that. Okay, cuties? And now, this sounds crazy to anyone who doesn't live in New York or LA, but if you live in Los Angeles, California, it's just a city of 5 million little babies who think that they should be fucking famous. What the fuck? Get the fuck over yourselves. Please stop feeling bad for yourselves that you get the opportunity on this planet to pursue a dream. Okay, cuties? There are gorgeous, fucking incredible artists across the entire globe who never even had a glimmer of hope in their mind that this could be a fucking career, that people would pay over their hard-earned money for you to do your art. Okay, so shut the fuck up. Okay, cutie? Speaking to myself. So, I knew I had a hard edge with this because I, for all of 2020, could not, and more than that, I couldn't watch anything except for trashy reality TV because I was too jealous of all those bitches. I was so hurt that I couldn't watch art, that I couldn't take in, I couldn't be in revelry or in experience of growth around my own art form. I couldn't watch acting happen. Okay, cuties, because I'd be like, you're not that good. You're not that good. Because I needed to feel that, right, cuties? What has happened? She stepped away, she pulled the plug. Oh, I don't need to be an actor. Let's be the best coach in the world, live on an island, and do comedy on the internet. No! Once I had my existential crisis, I had my remembering of what's essential. I'm a fucking actor and I love it. I do it for me because it's who I am. Okay, cuties, we all know who we are. And we follow our juice. If we go to our room and play by ourselves and there's no external validation, we fucking remember it. I'm a girl who likes to dress up in funny clothes. Okay, cuties? And make voices that aren't my own. And play imaginary games. Acting. So, my jars. I had my essential remembering, and this essential remembering came with a very important caveat. It was not about those motherfuckers' approval of me. I don't give a fuck, okay, cuties? Even if I've hijacked your name off of IMDb and put you on my fucking mailing list, I don't give a fuck if you approve of my art, okay, Dars? I don't give a fuck. On a true level, though. It's not like a Avril Lavigne, I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna like grit my teeth, and like my mom's gonna be like, oh my god, I can't believe your belly button piercing, and you're like, I am so high, I'm just so freaked out because I'm so high right now and I just got a belly button piercing. So my mom's in bed at 3 p.m. Why? Okay, anyway, darlings, we're going to remove ourselves from that flashback. Okay, cuties, we're going to come back to the point. The point being, I had my essential remembering that was not about the other motherfucker's approval, and now I found myself 2 nights ago starting the undoing with the eternal beauty, the always classic, the goddess from the start, like, oh my, whole upbringing. Like, she is Hollywood. Okay, she's old fucking Hollywood, and she's young fucking looking. Nicole Kidman, The Undoing, a wonderful program. So, my darlings, I'm watching great acting. Okay, cuties. So when we come back to that healing, we will see the external signs, okay, cuties, of being able to follow our juice without the baggage. And it's juicy if it's juicy, and it's not juicy if it's not juicy. And if it's not juicy, listen to some Doge, shake your clitor, and get the fuck off whatever is not fucking juicy. Okay, cuties? Because time is too short. We've all realized that time is too damn short. And we've all grown like a really nice heart for each other, haven't we? There's like less of this, everyone here is my competitor. Don't we feel that? Don't we love that? We're all in this together. And most importantly, darlings, so Johnny Ives, the designer for Apple, he has like galleries where they like put his like Apple computers in. And he was asked like, are you an artist? And he said art at RISD. Okay, cutie. So he has like an artistic background. And he was like, no, I'm not. Because I make a thing for the purpose of selling it as a product to people to surprise and delight them about Apple products, streamlined, gorgeous. You open an Apple, it looks pretty on the inside too. It's an amazing product. Who doesn't love an Apple? If you don't, you're fucking crazy. Get out of here, crazy lunatics with your PCs. You and Ashton Kutcher go try and sell Theranos on the internet. Like, where are you? Like, who are you? Anyway, whatever. Point being, Johnny Ives is like, no, I'm not an artist. Because he knows the fucking difference between when you're doing something to surprise and delight and sell. Okay, cuties, which we all do. That's our work, and it's beautiful. It's service, and people give us money for our services. And when you're doing your fucking art, and it's weird, and everyone's like mildly embarrassed. If your parents, if your family members aren't on the spectrum of like mildly cringing to, as my mother calls my work, mildly traumatic. That's how she describes my live events, mildly traumatic. God bless her for coming. Okay, cuties. So if your family doesn't experience your art on a spectrum from cringy to traumatic, you're not an artist. Okay, cuties. Maybe you're someone who's going to make your parents happy. And another thing, while I'm on this soaps, if your parents approve of your art, oh, you're a horror show. You're a horror show. Okay, cuties. It's like if you have a bedroom in your childhood home. If you have a bedroom in your childhood home, or your parents have supported your art, you're just like point blank a horrific human. But you've got your parents' support, so like, awesome. Enjoy it. Okay, jars, that's all she wrote. Follow your juice. Do an energy inventory. So as I spoke of, this is part of the Build Your World program. Please join me. It's 7 weeks. It's going to be 90-minute sessions with me. Well, with my altar. So it's like not comedic. With my altar, Lucia Brizzi, who's honestly point blank an incredible coach. And you will be going through 90-minute trainings once a week and doing your work with the cult community. Oh, I wanted to speak about this. But introverts and extroverts. All these cult leaders out here are trying to be like, I'm a community leader, and I so appreciate that. I so love you for it. I'm not a community leader. I'm not going to read my DMs. I don't give a fuck about the community, to be real. I care about you. I care about you. I love you doing your personal growth, but I'm not a community leader. Okay, cuties? Yes, I'm truly an introvert. And so as a cult leader, I'm not going to pretend that I'm like changing the scene to community and like being like all these personal growth bitches out here who is like, I'm really about you. Bitch, I'm about me and about you advancing and doing your thing. Okay, cuties? But darlings, I'm in a cult because I love dressing up in cute clothes and spewing at the height of my personal wisdom on the internet. I love spewing and dressing up in cute clothes. Okay, cuties? I've built a cult around liking to dance on TikTok. Okay, Jars, it's not about community, so fuck off. So there's that. And then the other part, Jars, as we leave this, I want you to just own what brings you juice. Own it, love it, squeeze it. Yes, my Jars, you got it. You know it. Trust your little meter inside. As one of my coaching clients says, her hinky meter. what feels good, what feels bad, follow what feels good, and note that it does not need to translate into capital, because this is the thing, my daughters. So many of you have restricted and repressed your artists because right now you can't see how you're going to get paid for it. And we've been so programmed to believe that unless we're getting paid for it, it's not worth our time. So sit with that, my jars. Do something that no one gives a fuck about, and in fact, people don't really want you to be doing. They're like kind of vaguely embarrassed that their sister does this on the internet. Okay, cuties, do that. Okay, I love you so very much. Follow your juice. Wear your favorite color. Jump in the ocean if you're near one, or don't. Sit and be me because it's what makes you happy. Join me for Build Your World virtual program. It launches in August. It is 7 weeks to take your big go out to the world. So that means your book, your baby. I don't know, you're trying to build a baby? Build a baby. We're going to put our offer out to the world. Feels